Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my one block world. I think today we're gonna get straight into it. We have lots of work to do. I really want to build an iron farm in the future, but most iron farms need villagers, and we have some villagers. Well, we have 2 villagers, but we're gonna need a couple more if we want to get all of this work done. So I think we might as well just start today and get ourselves a couple of villagers to work with. The farm that I want to build in the future is going to need 12 villagers. So we're gonna have to get to work if we want to get all these villagers situated. So let's get to building. I'm gonna just dump a bunch of stuff in this chest. This is kind of just a chest for all of my miscellaneous. I'm kind of using this in a project, but also not really chest. And I would like to have a shovel. And now we should be ready to start. We're gonna wait for these villagers, of course, to become villagers once more. And then what we are going to need is the villagers to breed. Now, for villagers to breed, they need like food. So the ones that give the most food points is bread. So we are gonna have to work on getting them a little bit of bread. But other than that, the main important thing that they absolutely need is beds. They need more beds than there are villagers. So they need 1 bed for themselves, of course, and then a bed for the child that will be born. So we will have to be working on that a little bit. Honestly, what I might do here is extend this, and this is just going to be our entire like little villager setup, which is on this side is where they get brought in as villagers to then be sent to the zombie, and then they get cured over there, and after that they will come to this side, hopefully, where we can produce even more villagers. I think that is roughly the idea that I'm working with. So let's build this area. As soon as we have these villagers as, you know, living, breathing villagers and not zombified versions of themselves, then they are going to get moved into this area. But for now, they currently are zombies, so I have no use for them. Let's see what I can do over here. Right, and then we make sure that they eventually get to travel through here. And yes, wonderful. Okay, we're just wasting a little bit of time while we wait for them to become villagers. But nevertheless, we shall get some work done. I just currently need, you know, a little space for them to settle down, for me to put some of their beds down, and that is all we really need to be working with right now. Now, these villagers actually do not need to be inside. They could very well be outside, but for now, I guess we are placing them inside. And that's okay. Alright, let's just keep building this a little bit. But hi, welcome if you're new here. I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful time. This is my one block world, where many a days ago we started on this very one block, and every time we break this, a new block spawns. I did not mean for this to be Silk Touch, but that's okay. And that is how we've collected a whole lot of our materials. But currently, as you can see, we're a little low on iron because I used a lot of it for a different project. And so I want to build an iron farm. And I also want to work a little bit with just villagers because I've yet to actually explore that in Minecraft. So I thought, why not work on it today? Alright, let's see if we can get these villagers moved into their new homes. Let me just at least make sure they can't go anywhere. And then from there on, we shall see what we can do. Alright, this hill has now been transformed. The grass will probably take a while to get up here, but for now, it is functional as a beautiful little inside cave. I will definitely have to work a little bit on getting everything nice and neatly inside, but for now, it will do. Oh, it will do. Just trying to figure out exactly what the space I have looks like. Let me just make the walls a little bit neater. But these villagers have by now become regular villagers once more. So right now we need to use as much of our time as we have to getting even more villagers. Okay, let me just quickly craft a couple of torches. Let me put this in a chest. And then let's grab ourselves everything we need to do this. There we go. We are going to need a little bit of wood. There we go. And then we are going to go to our sheep and hopefully get ourselves a whole lot more wool. Now, where have I left my shears? The big question. I think they're in here. Perfect. Now, we might need, you know, to do this in multiple steps. I assume that the villagers do have a breeding cooldown. And we still currently actually don't have any bread on hand. So it is going to take us but a second to organize all of this. But we shall make do. Let's go over here. I was hoping I'd have some extra wheat in this chest. I currently do not. And that's okay, because I think I have some in my little chest over there. But let's at least grab everything I think I need to make this work. I've never done any villager breeding before, so it'll be interesting to see if it works. But if it doesn't, I'm sure I can figure something out, because we do want this to work relatively quickly. Okay, of course I don't have anything I need in these chests anymore. It's been a while since I've actually had to use the field, mainly because we don't really use it as a food source anymore. Occasionally we grab some carrots for our golden carrots, but we usually just grab steak from our cows. So this was a very important farm in the early days. Very early days, if we got hungry, we would actually just jump off of the edge and hunger reset. But after that, this became a very, very important farm because it was our only food source. But now we haven't really had to use it in a while. But now that we have villagers, it looks like it might, after all, get some use again. Let's make all of the bread that we can. Let's make all of the beds that we can. And let's get to work. Okay, let's put these guys in here. I don't think it really matters too much where they're placed, as long as the villagers can get to them, I suppose, without dying along the way. Then let's place just a couple more. And then let's see about getting our villagers to start heading this way. This is like just a massive sleepover space for all of these villagers. I'm just stacking beds together. Okay, I'm sure this is fine. Then let's see what happens if I drag you guys over here. And we go all the way over here. And we grab villager number 2. And we hope that it all works out. I've never worked with villagers before, but I think you'll kind of stay around here, because like where else do you have to go? And then if I just give you guys some... Oh, I have to throw it, right? And then they eat the bread. Now I know for sure both villagers have some bread. And at some point, when they feel like it, I think it should start working. Oh, okay. This is my first time ever doing villager breeding. How exciting. Okay, okay, we have a little baby villager. Why are you going straight to the zombie? Do you have no self-preservation? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna include some little fence gates, so that they can't be doing all that. But I think this should now work, and I think the villagers kind of hold the bread in their inventory, so that the next time they will once again, be able to breed whenever the, timing is right, I suppose. There we go. Where has the child gone? Okay, child is jumping on the bed. I wonder if this villager can participate. Because this is like a named villager, so it is a little bit different. Sorry, chicken, you're gonna have to go. Oh, wait, no, you don't leave. No, do not leave. Okay, okay. You just wanted a job, didn't you? Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna need you to hop in that boat right over there. No. One of you needs to go in one boat and the other in the other, okay? There we go. This is not gonna go very well. Yeah, I figured. Okay, let's see if we can get this villager this way. No, no, of course not. Okay, how about you both go to the beds? How about that? Okay, villagers do just kind of actually drive me insane, is what I've learned from this whole experience. Villagers drive me insane. But let's see if I bring this guy into the little mountain, villager mountain if you will, if he's able to join in on anything, or because then we'll increase the speed of everything. And then we can also try getting our other villager in here, because if we start out with 2, to get to 12 it's going to take a little while, but if we start out with 4, it should be a whole lot quicker. Or so I hope. This might actually be a good time to set up the little side entrance that I do actually need for when I want to cure these villagers. I actually wonder if these special villagers can be infected and cured. There we go, another experiment for me to attempt. Let's do something along the lines of this. And this. We'll make this blend in with the mountain at some point. But for now, it's just a quick little extension. All right. And just like that, this villager is now within the confines of this new area. I'm gonna maybe do something like this and double check if boats can go through that when I get my second villager. Okay. Let me sleep. Now this is epic. If this all works, then I've officially kind of sort of figured out how villagers work in Minecraft. I still would have to figure out specific trades and all of that fun stuff. But at least for now, I have sort of figured out how to deal with them. We have gotten the infection process and curing process down, and now I figured out how to breed them. There's like a whole new world of possibilities. Oh, the child got in. Okay, perfect. This is good. Big fan of this. And then actually I'm going to need to block you guys off for a second as I transfer this little setup a little bit this way. Okay, we have 5 villagers as of now. And we want 12 for the mob farm, as well as just a couple of extra ones for, you know, because we don't want all 12 to be in the mob farm and then have none left to work with. So we do want a couple of extra ones. So hopefully, oh, there we go. So yeah, they do hold the bread like in their inventory, ready to use whenever they need them. So that's good to know. So I can just force feed them a whole lot of bread and everything will work out. And then I do this guy right here. And we put one of these down. I think that should work. I'm starving. And let's see if I can get these two infected and then cured. So I can replace this with a fence gate now. All right. Let's see if this will work. Any one of you into this thing. Come on. I know you want to. There you go. Oh, didn't mean for that to hurt. And then I go to settings and we make this difficult and I hide myself behind a pillar. Out of sight, out of mind. And then we go back to normal. And I put this guy in a boat in a second. But that second is not right now. Actually, it is right now because I need a minecart. Okay. We're just checking if everything works. I think it is. Do not jump over that boat. You are meant to go into the... Okay, there you go. Perfect. Okay, you, good sir. Into the minecart as well. There you go. So it does look like as a zombie, he keeps his name. Okay, there we go. And just like that, I think I figured everything out. Okay, and then we take you out as well. You also get to go into this boat, because that's awesome. And we love boats. There you go. And I should, if my math is correct, still have 1 splash potion of weakness. How very exciting. Okay. I think we've fully streamlined this process now. I mean, I still have to kind of figure out how to, you know, cure potions. I mean, I've cured the potions. Ooh, we have an iron golem. Ooh, life is crazy. Life is good. Okay. And then we should be curing these villagers in no time. All right, our last splash potion. 2 golden apples. I'm happy that the iron golem is here because it means good news for me that the iron farm should work. I'm gonna need new food in a second for these villagers, but let's see. Infect, apple, and now we just simply need more bread. These little guys are the start of a brand new legacy. Oh my goodness. We have villagers, we have zombie villagers, and we have children. We are moving up in this world. I'm so very excited that I figured this out with, I think, not too much, you know, help from tutorials, a little bit here and there, but this is by no means a good setup for villagers. It's not efficient, it's not compact, it's just the stuff that you need to make it work. And these guys should be regular villagers once more relatively soon, so then we can almost triple the production from the start of this video because we'll have 6 villagers, which is so very exciting. You, Mr. Zombie, honestly, okay, You have been a wonderful, wonderful help, and I think you deserve a name. You have yet to despawn. I don't think you will despawn, but if I give you a name tag, I'm almost certain you will not despawn. So I would love if we could come up with a little name for him. He has been a wonderful, wonderful help to us, and I think he deserves just a little bit of extra attention, and so I think we shall give him a name tag. So if you have any ideas for any names for the zombie that is so crucial to our villager process, definitely let me know in the comments. And in general, if you did enjoy the video, just the two children jumping on the bed, it's so cute. Okay, if you did enjoy the video, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. I do always appreciate all of your support. I'm learning, but I'm having fun, and hopefully you're enjoying joining me on this process. I appreciate any tips or tricks. Like I said, this is really my first time working with villagers, villager breeding, villager trading, villager infecting and curing, all of it. So if you have any tips or tricks, they are definitely welcome. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and hopefully I'll see you again very soon in this world or the next. Alright, have a good one. Bye bye!